Hello everyone, you're watching SQL for data analysts and data scientists. Current topic for this lecture is joining tables, especially inner join, and how to execute this and use this actually in SQL queries. This is lecture number 22 given by myself, Shanaz Malik, and let's go to the core of this lecture. Now, to start with join fundamentals, let's understand this in a simple terms. By using joins, we can actually retrieve data from two or more tables based on a logical relationship between the tables. Now, you should be aware of what is a relationship, what are logical relationships between table. If you don't, just send me the comments and I will explain it further. Now, joins indicate how a database management system should use data from one table to select the rows in another table. Uh, Before we move on into our tasks of this lecture, it is very important to understand primary key. Okay, so SQL primary key constraint, and the primary key constraint uniquely identifies each record in a table. So primary keys must contain unique values and cannot contain null values. Just remember these things. This is very important to take our lectures to the next level. Now, a table can have only one primary key, and in the table this primary key can consist of single or multiple columns. Okay, if you find a column which is unique, across the records, and that's fine. But if you can't find a column which is unique, which can identify your records, then you can create multiple column primary key. Okay, now let's move on. Now, what about the foreign key? It's also another term and a very important concept to understand. So SQL foreign key constraint is a key. A foreign key is a key used to link two tables together. A foreign key is a field or collection of fields in one table that refers to the primary key in the another table. Okay, and the table containing the foreign key is called child table, and the table containing the candidate key is called the reference or the parent table. Now, this is all what you have to understand and uh, digest it well before you move on. And I'm going to take an example here. A quick example might help you guys to understand what it's all about. Okay, now let me quickly first of all show you. This is if I go into tables border, yeah, and I go here, and so that you guys know what it's all about here. Okay, now as you can see, look at the following two tables. Okay, and notice that this is person table. Okay, persons table, and this is orders table. Okay, now if you see this person ID 1 2 3, so if I say I need record from persons table where person ID is 1. Okay, so I will get this all from it. Okay, because if you see, this one is unique across these records. Okay, and now notice that. So primary person's ID is also in here. Okay, in orders table, and it's pointing actually us back to person's table. Okay, from orders table, this person's ID is pointing towards person's table. Okay, if you see, person ID 1 is also here, and it's here, and person ID 3 is twice here, and it's here. Okay, So basically what foreign key does, it kind of points back to its parent table. Okay, now what further you guys have to understand, so a primary key of one table could be foreign key in the other table, because that foreign key will be referring back to the parent table. Now remember, as I have shown in the diagram here, with these tables, you have to remember the person ID column in the persons table is the primary key in the persons table. So this person ID is the primary key in this table, but same person ID in orders table is a foreign key, while as order ID is a primary key for this table, and this is foreign key of this table. Okay, so I hope you understand, and let me explain it again. So the person ID column in the persons table is a primary key in the persons table, and person ID column in the orders table is a foreign key in the orders table. So it's simple, and the foreign key constraint is used to prevent actions that would destroy links between tables. The foreign key constraint also prevents invalid data from being inserted in the foreign key column, because it has to be one of the values contained in the table it points to. So it's very simple if you read it, and once we start make executing more and more queries, these terms, primary key, foreign key, this is very important concept to understand. Okay, and please digest it, please understand, go back and forth and try to understand what I am saying. I have not written a lot. I have tried to keep it precise so that you guys understand the core and the base foundation of this primary key and foreign key. So this column, primary key ID within this table, is a primary key, but same column here, okay, in the orders table, this becomes foreign key and it's pointing towards this table, and that's simple. And same is here, the order ID here is a primary key for orders table. Okay, I hope I have put enough on it. Now let's come to the inner join keyword, and which selects records that have matching values in both tables. And this is the syntax. You select from one table some column, maybe column X, and same table, you can break another column, and from different table. Now you see, now for example, this could be here persons table, and this could be orders table. Okay, now table B could be orders, table A could be persons, and then we can take different columns from these two different tables. And so from will show from table A, because we are picking two columns from table A. Okay, and you have to show in select, you have to give the name of the table and then the column. Okay, so table A dot column X, table A dot column Y, and likewise table B dot column Z, or actually whatever it will be. So selecting these three different columns from two tables, and I'm saying from table A, so which satisfies this, but I need column Z from table B. So then I'm going to do, I'm going to say inner join table B. So I'm saying inner join table B on, so table B, okay, table B dot foreign key to table A dot primary key. So basically in table B, I have a foreign key which is pointing towards its parent table, which is pointing towards the primary key of the parent table, right? As I have shown you in above, if you see this one. So if I'm saying, for example, this one is pointing towards this thing, so this is foreign key pointing towards the primary key of the parent table. So same is here. So that's what I'm saying, join these together, these two tables. Once we join, we fetch all that. So I hope I am making it simple for you guys. And here is the query that we are actually going to query, in our SQL management studio. Okay, so let's move on. Let's to do now to execute this query in our DBMS, and let's open our Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, and see how it works. Now here we are. The task is simple. We will select product ID and business entity ID from purchasing vendor, and name from purchasing dot product vendor, and we'll inner join purchasing vendor on the following keys. Okay, and add a condition. Standard price is greater than $10, and name is like this. So I don't need to put condition. We can actually execute this query without a condition, but I'm just trying to start making queries which are a bit more complex than basic queries, and I don't feel that this should make any worries to you, because this is just to filter the records that are coming from here. Okay, that's simple. So now, so what I'm doing basically here, so I can do like this. Okay, and don't worry about this blue, the name. This is actually name. If this is same thing, name of the column, basically nothing else. And we can, if it comes like a keyword, then we can put right long brackets in it. We can put it under long brackets, and it shows in a normal way. Now these are columns I want to fetch, and if you see, let's understand what we are doing here. Okay, I think it's better to do it like this. Okay, so first come first, we want to know what is this table. Okay, so purchasing dot product purchasing. So this. So here you can see. Okay, so product ID, fetching this one. Then I am also requesting, can I get this stuff? Am I fetching this stuff? Okay, and then I'm fetching name. Where is this name? Not here. Of course, this will be on in the another table. So purchasing dot vendor. Purchase, here is that table up so that you guys can see it well. So this is this table. Here is where I'm joining, and this name will be inside here. I'll show you. See, I'm fetching this name. Now you understood where from these are coming. So these are coming, basically these two are coming from one table from here. Okay, and this name is coming from this table. And if you see, they are all tables in my database. If you see, I am adventure work 2017, so this is what I'm using. Okay, and inside there it is database diagrams and tables. You see, so inside table, if I close this, all tables gone inside. And I hope you guys are understanding. I'm trying to put some more minutes, more explanation inside it, because I'm not going to do it always, but just trying to make you understand where from everything is coming. Okay, now because these are fetched from two different tables, so from first we will show first purchasing dot product vendor. Okay, so from this is simple, but then we need to join it with this because we are fetching this name column. So I will inner join purchasing vendor. Okay, so I am inner joining with purchasing dot vendor on, then I'm giving my keys. Okay, now if you see purchasing dot product vendor, which is this one, I'm giving this key, business entity ID, and business entity ID. Okay, the key here, and then I'm giving it purchasing dot vendor dot business and entity business entity ID, which is here. See, this is also key. Do you understand? So I'm joining by these keys, and then basically I can execute actually this query. I can, if I end it here, and if I say just give me execution of this query, I will get, you see, I'm getting the results 460 rows, 460 rows or records have been fetched. But if I go back, and I take this out and put my filtering condition, which is standard price is greater than $10, and name, can again put the name in, if you dislike why it's coming as blue. So, and name like starting from like F. So this is C starting from F now. Now I have only 12 records coming. It's filtering. And if you see product ID, business entity ID, the product ID, and this is coming from this table, while as name is coming from some other table. So basically we have joined two tables together and managed to get the information out of them. And same way you can actually where I might show you even if you have to join more than two tables, where we call multiple joins. So then you might have maybe two inner joins, okay, and we will add one more inner join. For example, I might do something like and this, and then I can add maybe one more inner join here, and join these two with some third table, or join basically that what the condition that I will put here to join it with the top to for example, if we have table A joining with table B, and then I can join table C with table B, okay. But that I'll see. We'll do it later. We don't need to make it too complex right now. Let's work. Let's try to keep things simple so that you guys understand. Because once you understand how to join two tables, surely you will understand, and it will be easy for you to join more tables. Okay. Now, if this looks good to you, if you understood what I have been, teaching you guys. Now, more to know on joins. Let us see what more we can read about it, because this is really important concept, and you need to grasp on it. So now see the inner join keyword selects records that have matching in both tables. I have said it, and now here is select table A. I'm getting XY. Table from table B, I'm getting column Z. Okay. And then table C, I'm getting column W. It can be any table, okay, from this table. What I'm just trying to show you the syntax, and that's what I was just now showing you, from table A and inner join to table B on the foreign key and primary key, and then inner join on table C and with the foreign key in table C to table B to its primary key in table B. Okay, this is what I was just now saying you, how to join more than two tables. And I hope it's simple. And if you would like to know more about join, so a join a condition defines the way two tables are related in a query by specifying the column from each table to be used for the join. A typical join condition specifies a foreign key from one table and its associated key in the other table, specifying a logical operator, for example, equals or not equal to, this shows this is equal and this is not equal to be used in comparing values from the column. So inner joins can be specified in either the from or the where clauses, and outer joins, which we will discuss in coming videos, can be specified in the from clause only. The join conditions combine with the where and having search conditions to control the rows that are selected from the base tables referenced in the from clause. Okay, specifying the join conditions in the form in the from clause helps separate them from any other search conditions that may be specified in the where clause, and is recommended method for specifying join. So if you can't understand all this right now, this is a bit more theory, just concentrate on the example that I have shown you. But once we execute more and more complex queries, all this will start making sense, and I will give you some more information. I'm just trying to show you that we are now slow and steadily building our foundation to write complex queries. Okay, just bear with me. If this is too much for you, remember what I have shown you until here. Okay, and slowly, once we will put queries, we will execute complex queries, create them, execute them, all this starts making sense. And a simplified ISO from clause join syntax is, from table, join type table, join type second table on joint condition. Again, this is with all this. If it doesn't make sense to you, don't worry. Just keep concentrating all this. Okay. Now, join type specifies what kind of join is performed. An inner joint is there, outer joint or cross joint, and join condition defines the predicate to be evaluated for each pair of joined rows. So this is more information. Once I show you what's the outer, till now I showed you what's inner joint, and I will explain what's outer joint, cross joints, and likewise. And then you guys will understand how to actually put everything into SQL queries. So this is an example from clause join specification from this join this, and we can put inner join or join and on this is just in giving example of what I have been teaching you until now. But please and please don't this information, I'm trying to make you understand that there's a lot more to learn. But I will be happy if you have grasped until now, until here. Okay, I'm really happy. And if you like all this, then please subscribe and connect to my account if you haven't until now, and please hit the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as I upload new videos. And I hope to see all of you in next videos. Until then, thank you all for watching Data Analytics Professionals. Remember to like, share, and hit the notification bell, and because that way you will stay really connected. Remember, the sharing this video is caring, and it's time to say goodbye.